Hello, AOL Weird News is here with Laguna Beach-based artist Andrew Myers at the Alexander Fine Art Gallery in San Diego. Mr. Myers is the world's only proponent of what is called screw art. Yes, this portrait was made completely with screws. How many screws do you expect?
This one has about 8,000.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the process and how you work this.
Well, before I actually would call it a painting, I'd say it's a sculpture first. The reason I say that is because it's sculpted like a relief, any bas-relief that you'd see on a coin or on a plaque. And once the sculpture is done and once all the screws are put in, I take oil paint and I paint the screw heads one at a time to recreate the portrait on top. So it becomes semi-painting, semi-sculpture. The one thing it does have is it creates a huge amount of depth, and that's what I was looking for in these pieces.
Now, this piece took you how long?
This one took about 6 months.
6 months, and a lot of that work is spent, erasing the original line that you had that was like the match? Or?
Yeah, so originally, before I put in a screw, I have to have a grid, and every screw needs to have a pre-drilled hole so the screws go in straight. If I didn't have a hole, then the screws would be all over the place. So you can imagine I'm drilling 8,000 holes, and then I'm putting one screw in at a time. And I'll usually start somewhere like at the nose, and I'll figure out one line to give me some depth of the nose and how far I want it to come out. Then I'll do, for example, on this one I did the glasses, and then like the deeps of the eyes, and then it just becomes a blending of screws, kind of like what you would do with clay, except a lot more tedious and a lot slower.
So you've done 5 paintings so far. What's about 5, right?
About 5, yes.
What's the reaction been?
The reaction is a lot of people don't believe it's made out of screws when they see it from a distance, and then they walk up, and it's an amazing reaction I've gotten. I'm extremely excited about the reaction.
So now this is labor intensive, but this is something that you're going to come back to as you go on. I mean, we haven't seen the last of screw art yet, right?
No, I think you've only seen the beginning. I think there's, this is just a straight-on portrait of a friend of mine, but I think there's so many different things that can be done as far as making it a sculpture as well, not just a wall piece. So we're just at the beginning with this, I think.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Myers. And for AOL Weird News, I'm David Moy.